Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've sat and recorded something like this. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Chavi Bhardwaj and I'm a happy yapping person if I get comfortable, and I'm quite shy and quiet if I don't get the vibe or if I don't feel the vibe. I like dancing, I like staying active, like doing gym, going for a run, which is quite recent, and join some classes like a spin class. I love reading and I do love yapping about life, specifically to my partner, to be fair. I did my bachelor's in clinical psychology from India, and then I chose to do my master's abroad as an expat. So I came to London to do my master's in global public health from Queen's Mary University of London, and now currently I'm working and living in London. And I thought that I finally gathered my life and my brain enough to come back and start my YouTube channel again. So it's really been a while. I think when you move away from home, especially in a big city like London, you start feeling a bit lost, like you're building a life for yourself, you're getting into the schedule, or you're creating your own schedule, going to gym, be physically fit, trying to study, balance the household chores and everything. It's just a mess for some time, and then after a bit you start feeling, oh, it's okay, I'm still figuring it out, I guess. So I think that is where I am currently. At the same time, I wouldn't say that I'm not grateful for my life. I'm genuinely very grateful, because I wouldn't consider the life I am living currently is supposed to be called average, because it's way beyond that. And I feel very privileged to sit in a position where my problems currently are to fix my schedule, come and have a proper diet, a proper routine, and fall into the habits of being a successful woman, or managing my career and finances in a way which are excelling above and beyond. And that is my current worries, and I do agree that there are a lot of people whose current worries are definitely way more difficult than I can even think of. For me, this stage is just about becoming a healthiest version of myself, physically, mentally, biologically, so I am in such a good shape that I can give all the love to my family, my partner, to everyone that means something to me. Because if you're constantly struggling and not taking care of yourself, you eventually fall into that mindset where you start questioning everyone and start feeling that you are the victim, and you start asking questions like, oh God, why me?
My God, why?
Why this is happening to me? And I choose intentionally to do not have that mindset for my own life, and I do want to take control of how I feel and what I feel. Not in a negative way, of course, but I do want to be more intentional about my life and how I live it. So I recently watched this video of Leila Homosi, where she stated that weak people think that too controlling of your lives is a bad thing, because they do not want to take accountability of how they live, what habits they have, and what schedule they do want to follow to perform to their best of capabilities. Definitely, there are a lot of things that are out of our control and that we definitely cannot control, because we just cannot. But the things we choose to not control, even when we can, then we are not being accountable enough for our own lives, and we do not have high standards for our own selves. So yeah, that thing really did stay with me. To be honest, I think it's very, very easy to feel lost in your 20s, because everybody seems to be on this crazy timeline where somebody's getting married, somebody's having kids, and somebody's buying a house, somebody's earning like crazy amounts of money, and somebody's job is basically your dream job, or you feel that somebody has like a very perfect job and you would love to enjoy that, and then you just sit there with yourself and you start questioning, what am I even doing? Am I doing enough? And there are a lot of self-doubting questions that keep raising in your head. And in those moments, those weak moments, when you're thinking all this, it becomes really easy to compare your lives with all those people, and we forget to analyze or to understand that maybe they are at a different stage in their life and our stage is very different from theirs. And maybe they did have put in more work and we could have probably done the same. But I have been recently reading this book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, if I'm pronouncing that right. And he stated in that book, basically in the entire book, he just told that whatever you think, whatever your mindset is, how you believe, how your beliefs are, and how you think or speak to yourself actually ends up forming your reality. So what you think, what your thoughts are, is what your life ends up to be. And that did change some perspectives of my own. And I believe that how I think is actually how I feel. So if you instantly think about something really sad, the worst thing that has happened to you, your body posture is going to go down, you're going to start feeling bad. But at the same time, now just think about something really happy, like your best place or the house you want to buy and you're living in it. Just imagine yourself in it and see, you will start feeling happy. And that's the fact that our brain doesn't really know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you do start like feeling a certain way and thinking a certain way, it becomes your reality. So I thought not to overthink and not to procrastinate and start taking action, maybe little bits here and there, but yeah, start with the action now. So for the next 6 weeks, I am doing this challenge with myself where I have signed up for a relay marathon where my distance of running is 13 kilometers, 12.8 technically. But yeah, it's the distance I have never done before. I have done a 10k before, and 13k would be challenging. So now I choose that I'm gonna train seriously for this, and realistically I have given myself this target of completing 13 or 12.8 kilometers in 1 hour 40 minutes, which is very realistic and faster than my current pace, definitely. And yeah, that's the target, that's the challenge all about, and I am gonna train my mind and my body to not give up. The race itself is in Edinburgh, which I'm really excited about because I've never been, and then me and my partner are flying to Paris to mark our 1 year of togetherness, which is such a special milestone. Although we did complete the year before even I shot this video, but we are celebrating it then because that seems fit with our London life schedules. Yeah, so this is not just about building the discipline of running or proving myself that I can run 13 kilometers, which I know I can anyway. Maybe slower, but I can. But it's more about showing up for myself and also building certain habits for life. Alongside running, I want to build habits like reading 10 pages every day, doing my prayers every day, or a jap mala every day, signing myself up for more social events that is related to my career and my field so that I get acquainted to more people, because I like isolating myself sometimes. And then I do want to learn more on my career currently, what is happening all around the world. So that, increasing my knowledge on my current career path. And then yes, definitely working on Nirja and bringing it closer to the launch date, which will be soon. And I'll tell you all about Nirja also in the upcoming videos. And yeah, basically, it's all about becoming the higher self and the woman who keeps on working hard and the woman I dream of becoming. And while doing all of this, I thought, why not document it and finally come back to YouTube? Well, yeah, and then I also thought that if I am somebody who's struggling a bit and is thinking to improve her life in certain areas or want to improve her life in certain ways by building some habits, there must be other people in their 20s who are trying to do exactly the same thing. So I would love to hear your stories. If you want to share some with me on Instagram, you can message under this video. Yeah, I would love to listen what you guys are doing. And now this video is just the start of the journey, and in the next 6 weeks I'll be telling you what I learned, how my running schedules went, how much I worked out, and what new habits I built or what new things I learned and what I did in my entire week. So it's a 6-week challenge, and this is week 0. So I'll see you every Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time. And if you are sitting watching this in India, then your time would be 8:30, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you every Sunday. Stay tuned for that and see you next week. Bye. Let's see who I become in the next 6 weeks. Bye. See you next Sunday. Take care. Also, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.